Hey you guys, so I'm about to do analysis on Aussie dollar CAD. And when it comes to Aussie dollar CAD, there is a potential setup that we could potentially take going into today or tomorrow, just depending on your personal rules. So I'm just going to show you guys mine. Okay. So the first thing that I do when I come to the chart is I analyze the trend. I want to know exactly where is price going and the direction that is going in, so I know if I want to be the buyer or the seller. So let's go ahead and get into it. At this moment in time, I'm paying attention to the exchange rates. Okay, so this is how it's going: 0.97, 0.95, 0.96, 0.94. So if you guys can just look at the numbers and see what they're doing, it's going to tell you what's happening. So the numbers are decreasing, right? So 0.97, 0.95, 0.95 is lower than 0.96. Price goes up, stops at 0.96435, which is lower than 0.97189. Then it decreases to 0.94888, which is lower than 0.95346. So automatically that's letting me know to be the seller and not the buyer. So at this point, I'm understanding that as long as price stays below 0.96435, I am going to continue to be the seller. But if price pushes past that number, not my market structure, which is my zone, the number, then that gives me permission to be the buyer. But instead of thinking about buying at this moment because we're not here, my mind is focused on being the seller. So I have one direction I'm focused on until price tells me otherwise, right? And this is the way I love teaching people. Don't focus so much on the structure. You're focusing more on the number, okay? Now, when it comes to entering a trade, the structure is what you focus on. So if I'm the seller, I have a zone here that I personally placed on here on the chart on my personal rules that's saying I placed the zone at structure order at 0.95862. So I want price to come and touch the zone. Like it has to touch the zone. If I zoom in, you guys can see it's not touched. So I need price just to go a few more pips and touch the zone. Then I need price to give me one of my candles that I love entering trades on. I only enter in on 4. I just need one of those 4 candles to put me into the trade. And if I get that, it could be today, it could be tomorrow. I'm very patient. Then once I have my entry, I am the seller. And guess where I'm selling back down to, you guys? I am going to sell back down to the low. And that's all I need to know. There's no magic trick here, you guys. There's no magical indicator. Literally just trading supply and demand. Supply and demand tells me that as these numbers are decreasing, that the Australian dollar does not have as much value, right? And because it doesn't have as much value right now, I can sell that information at a high peak. Remember, buy low, sell high. I can sell high, and if price continues to decrease, I can make money on the continuing decline of the exchange rates. Because y'all, this is the exchange market, and we're trading based on the exchange rates on our price scale located over here to the right hand side. This is exactly what we're trading. Okay. So this is my analysis. You guys make sure that before you enter a trade, that if you see it and you agree, that's great. But if you don't see it, it's okay if we don't agree. This is just my eyes. This is just my perspective. And I pray that you guys have a great trading week. Talk to you guys later.